Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so good to be with you. Well, welcome to Tuesday. That means it's time for messages from the spirit world. I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who came up to yesterday's videos. We had a big turnout. Earlier in the day we had horoscopes. So I covered all 12 zodiac signs and gave the horoscopes for this upcoming week. So if you didn't see that, definitely go to yesterday and see the video. Also want to give a big shout out to all of you who came out to my video I put out a little late last night on Doreen Virtue. As many of you know, I've been getting a lot of letters, questions, calls about this. And so I put out a video to address everybody's concerns about Doreen Virtue and, to give my take on it. And, we have a great discussion going over there. So check that out. That's in the video queue right before this one in yesterday's videos. Okay? Well, here we are. It's Tuesday, and that means time for messages from the spirit world. And I'm sure glad you guys are here. And anyways, we got a lot of letters to get into. But before we get into that, I just want to clarify a few things of importance. One, a lot of people are saying, how do I get on messages from the spirit world? What you want to do is put your psychic question in the comments box below for me. And you can put it there, and I'll get it. Or you can also write to me at my official email at readings@robert-hickman.com. I'll put the link to both of those in the info box below. But definitely go over there, send me an email. While you're at my website, you can also check out my books. I've got books for sale over there, such as Psychic Bob's Messages from Rose and Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. A lot of books. Check it out. So visit my website, robert-hickman.com, and send me an email. Links below. And for those of you who are interested in private readings, you can call my office at 571-483-2112, or again, send me an email, link below, and we'll get you on the schedule for a private session. My private readings are an hour long, and it's you and me for a whole hour together, and I can do that by Skype or telephone or in person, and we can make that happen. So if you want to sit down with me for a full hour and focus on your situations, get some of my insight and the spirit world's insight, give me a call. We'll get you on the schedule. Okay, you guys are the best. Well, thank you so very much. Also, another important announcement. As many of you may have heard by now, Kelly and the Raw. She's a YouTuber here, very well-known psychic medium and a personal friend of mine. Has had a family tragedy. A few days ago, her daughter was struck by an SUV and literally physically run over. She's had her back, her spine broken, her neck broken, a lot of injuries, skull fracture. She's been in pretty serious shape. And Kelly's family has really been, in a nightmare dealing with this. So first I want to ask you, go over to Kelly's channel at Kelly and the Raw. I'll have the link in the box below this video, and send her some of your love. Just put a comment on her video. Let her know that you're with her, and send prayers for her and her daughter and her husband. They're a real wonderful family. I've become friends with all of them. Also, Kelly's family is falling on a little bit of hard times. Unfortunately, a lot of the insurance is not coming through on this. There's a big drama with that. So she's paying all of the medical stuff out of pocket. And, it's hard nowadays, to keep a household running and then deal with, thousands of dollars of expenses. So Kelly is accepting donations over at her Facebook page. If you go to her YouTube channel, it has links to all of that. But you might want to consider, if you can, throw a little moolah her way just to help her out, keep things going. It's ironic because Kelly spends so many, hours being of service to so many people. And, she's really hurting now. Like me, Kelly is not wealthy. Nobody gets rich being a psychic. And even though Kelly is very well known, as many of you know who do YouTube, yes, you can be YouTube famous and still not be wealthy. And so don't look at Kelly and say, oh, she's famous, she's rich. No, she's not. She works just as hard and struggles like the rest of us. So anything we can do to help her family get through this rough time is truly appreciated. Okay. Anyways, So thank you. Thank you from me to you, and I know on Kelly's behalf. You guys are the best. Again, links below to all of that for Kelly. Well, it's messages from the Spirit World Day. So we're going to look at everybody's letters. For those of you new here, I just grab a bunch of letters and we see what Spirit has for you. So pull up your chairs and let's see what's going to happen today. But before we get into that, let's just take a moment. Let's just center ourselves and attune to the spirit world. Okay. I hear my spirit guide Fletcher back here. He says hello. All right, our first letter today is from Hunter Jumper 607. Hello, Hunter Jumper. And she writes, she says, "Hi, Bob. Am I getting dreams from my spirit guides or any spirits? Because I used to have a more active dream life when I was younger. Blessings to you, Bob." Hunter Jumper. Hi, Hunter Jumper. You know what is interesting? Right now when I step into your vibration, I get two bands of light around you. I get a band of gray light, and then I get a band of purple light. What this gray light means is that right now Spirit has you in kind of transition mode. You're in a state of rest. If you're feeling disconnected from your dreams, and you're feeling like, wow, I don't hear from my spirit people, I don't do astral projecting, what that means is right now the spirit world is giving your body some rest in order to prepare you for kind of a new energy boost. And I feel like as we get into like around the end of September, beginning of October, you're going to start to feel power growing. And I think around that time, you'll have a stronger connection to the dream state. You have a lot of powerful angels and guides around you. You absolutely do. And don't worry, you have not lost contact. One of the things I want you to do is before you go to bed at night, two things. Get a notepad. And just get a notepad and a pen. Keep that by your bed, okay? And before you go to sleep, I want you just to visualize light filling you. That will raise your vibration. And tell the spirit people, say, I want to connect you. Help me to remember. And then in the next day, get up and write down any dreams you had. Now, if you get up tomorrow and you say, well, gee, Bob, I did that, but I didn't have a dream. I don't remember anything. Go ahead in your notebook and make an entry and write the date and say no dreams from this date that I remember. What this will do is this will train your mind that it has to remember. And I feel like, as I said, as we get into, end of September, going into October, your energy will be shifting into that purple light, which means much stronger psychic connection. So don't feel bad. Don't beat yourself up saying, gee, I've lost my connection. This is a natural part of growing. I feel like you're going through physical growth as well right now. And I feel like your body's energy is being focused on physical growth. And I think as we get a little further in the summer and early fall, you'll really have the psychic growth kind of catch up with that, okay? Anyways, hope that helps. Keep me posted. Thank you for writing. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is for Belle Tor. Hello, Belle Tor. Belle Tor writes, she says, hi, Bob. I've always been curious. Who are my spirit guides? Thank you for doing these questions. I always enjoy listening to everyone's question. Well, Belle Tor, thank you so much. By the way, she brings up a point here. Guys, I get hundreds of letters. And so even if I don't answer your letter right away, don't be angry at me. Don't get discouraged. Listen to all the letters, because a lot of times spirit will work through somebody else's letter to give you an answer. Somebody might write a letter with the exact same problem you're going through. And when you hear their answer, you say, wow, that could be for me. Embrace that, because the spirit people, they want to reach as many people as they can. So they will, in a sense, draw letters into my presence that will help the maximum number of people. And that's just how it is. So be listening to that and try to understand I'm just one person. I do get hundreds of letters a week. But I love you guys. I do personally read my mail. I don't outsource it. I do it all myself. So thank you for your patience. Anyways, Belle Tor, I love your questions here. And yes, as for spirit guides, well, you have a number of spirit guides. Right now, you've got some Atlantean spirit guides around you. I get two tall Atlanteans, and what's interesting to me is they look like twins. Do you know in the zodiac we have the Gemini twins? They're usually two males, sometimes they'll be females. But I see two males around you, and they look like literally exactly alike. They're almost a little androgynous too, so they could be like male, female. And I feel that they come from ancient Atlantis. And I don't get their names, but I just call them the Atlantean twins. So they will probably reveal their names to you in time, but sometimes they don't always give me the names. But these two twins, I keep feeling from them what they're trying to do is help you to kind of expand your awareness, expand your psychic abilities. You have around you a lot of purple light also. Some are hunter jumper. And this means that you're opening psychically now. And so the energy of ancient Atlantis is around you, and the Atlantean twins are part of your spirit guide team. I also keep picking up Edgar Casey around you. I feel like you have a connection with him, possibly even from a former life, like in the early 1900s. So he's around you and the Atlantean twins. And Edgar Case, I just heard his voice. He said, tell her to wear a quartz crystal. So they want you to wear a quartz crystal. That's going to help raise your vibration and connect you stronger to Mr. Casey and to the Atlantean twins, okay? Hope that helps, darling. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. I'm losing my voice today, guys. I've been doing a lot of readings. Thank you for all of those of you who have been calling for private sessions. We are getting back to you as quickly as we can. We've been getting a lot of calls, so thank you for your patience. Psychic Bob has not forgotten you, okay? We will get you on the schedule. Excuse me. Our next letter is from Horror Beauty FX. Hi, Horror Beauty. She's a longtime viewer here. She writes, hi, Bob. Hope you are doing well. Hi, darling. Yeah, I'm doing really well. Thank you. I was wondering if the spirit world has any messages for me. Hi, Horror Beauty FX. You know, yeah, there's a lot of energy around you right now. One of the things that I'm seeing around you is a lot of yellow light and a lot of gold light. Yellow light is the light of the higher self. Fletcher's back here and he keeps talking. He said, yes, tell her that her mind is expanding. And he says to tell you that your higher self is really leading you now. And you can trust that higher self. It's interesting because I feel like when I go back over like the last month and a half here, I feel this kind of energy rising in you. Like you're feeling like you're ready for a big transition, a big kind of go out and tackle the world. And the wonderful thing is your energy right now around you, that beautiful yellow light, really shows me that you're gaining knowledge and you're gaining inspiration. I want you to listen to your inspiration. The spirit world is kind of pushing you along now. Golden light tells me that there are people around you that want to support you on your journey. So I want you to be open to the voices of wisdom. I feel like there are friends of yours that are saying, oh, you know, go ahead, just take the chance, go for it. Excuse me. And I feel like you're getting a lot of inspirations. You know, there's a lot of creative and artistic energy here around you. And I feel like this may take the form, for example, of starting a business or kind of expanding a business. But I'm getting money ventures around you, creative ventures. So it's almost like starting your own, you know, costume design company or creating clothes, fashion design, all of this, a lot of creative energy. You do have around you also, I keep seeing a lady standing beside you. And who's that? Fletcher said Coco Chanel is around you. Oh my God, is that who that is? I didn't recognize it. Yeah, Coco Chanel is with you. So she's bringing up some creativity. And I hear her saying fun and social life. So looks like she's going to be connecting you to more people soon. So be open to new friendships. Be open to going to events. I get the sense you're going to some important events. This is also going to lend more power to creative endeavors, okay? Hope that helps a little bit. Keep me posted and talk to Coco Chanel, seriously, okay? Fletcher said he wants to help too, so he'll be with you. Thanks for writing. All right. Our next letter is from Jerry Williams. Hello, Jerry. Jerry writes and says, "Hi, Bob. I was wondering about my spirit guides and angels. I have been feeling lately like there is something around me." Hi, Jerry. It's interesting. When I step into your vibration, I do get angelic presences. I keep hearing the name Raziel around you. I believe this is the name of your guardian angels. And Raziel says that they are opening doors for you. It looks like there's some financial blessings coming your way. And your angels are leading you to that. Raziel is one of your angels. I also get another spirit around you. This looks like a Native American spirit guide. And I feel this is a Native American spirit. And the name is Buffalo Cloud. Buffalo Cloud. And Buffalo Cloud is working with you to help you kind of reground and attune to energies of the earth. So both of these guys, a lot more what I would call psychic coincidences. It's like you think of somebody and then the telephone rings and you pick it up and it's them. Be open to that. I feel like these coincidences are signs of your guides working with you, okay? So definitely just, take 5 minutes a day, sit down and say, I'm open to receive. And these spirit guides will be present and bring you help, okay? Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Angela Burkhammer. Hello, Angela. Angela writes, "Dear Psychic Bob, thank you for your great videos." Oh, thank you, darling. I'm glad you're here. She says, "I always look forward to them." Thank you. She writes, "My husband has gotten into some trouble. A felony. What do you see happening? Will my family be okay? Thank you so much. Brightest blessings." Hi, Angela, hon. First of all, I'm really sorry about this. I have to tell you, in terms of your husband, first of all, don't panic with what I'm going to say. I do see him, unfortunately, having to serve some jail time. However, this will be greatly reduced if he cooperates. I want him to literally, when he answers questions before the judge, to answer them forthrightly and honestly. Don't try to make excuses. Just yes, let his yes be yes, his no be no, and let him clearly say what he wants to say, of course with the advice of an attorney. But I feel that he doesn't want to try to play a game, or him or Hall, because what I'm seeing is the judge will actually see his character. I don't think your husband's a bad person. I just think he was at the wrong place at the wrong time, if you know what I mean. And I feel that he will unfortunately have to serve some time, but it's going to be a small amount. It'd be like less than a year. But if he lies or tries to play a game or gets hostile, we could talk more than a year in jail. So I feel that he could get this greatly reduced, even partially done with community service, I believe. But he is going to have to do a little bit of time, a few months, maybe up to a year, to be honest. But no, I don't see more than a year. And I see him being able to, get that lesser sentence if he plays it straight with everybody, okay? So I do see your family being okay. Even if the far end, if he gets a full year, believe me, time flies. I know that sounds horrific, but I do see you being unified. I see him getting through it, and I see everybody pulling together. Love spans time and space and all of that. And so, visualize when you go to court with him, visualize blue light. And I ask him to do this as well. I want him to take 5 minutes, go in the restroom for the trial, and visualize blue light around him. And if he can visualize that, and if he has trouble because he's going to be nervous, you do it for him also. And visualize a cloud of beautiful sky blue, very light blue. This will give honesty and integrity to his words, as long as he's speaking the truth. And that vibration, they will receive it as truth. And this will go a long way to help him, okay? So I'm sorry I can't say he'll totally walk off scot-free, but I do see it being a lot less worse than what they're originally saying. So if they're throwing the book at him, say, oh, it's going to be 5, 10 years, whatever, I don't see that. But again, the key is to him working through his higher self to answer the questions in court, and he will release himself from a lot of that danger, okay? Hope that helps. Thank you for writing. Keep me posted, please. Well, guys, I am so glad that you're here. Thank you for being here today and joining in on our video. And, you know, just so you know, keep sending your letters. Again, the links are in the info box below. If you get a chance, pop over to my website, pick up my books. If you want to call my office to schedule reading, you can do that also. Again, links to all that is in the box below. You guys are the best. I love you. Sending you my blessings. Keep it here at Spirit Channel. By the way, I'm using my new high definition camera. Well, it's not new, but it's usually the one I use for vlogs, but I'm now working with it in my house. Tell me in the box below, do you like the new high definition, or do you want me to go back to webcam? I think this gives a better quality sound and picture, but you tell me what you're getting on your end. Love to hear from you, and put your questions and comments below. I love you guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wiccan Wednesday, so make sure to be here. We'll have something great. I love you guys. We'll see you then. Blessed day.